Acting on this morning, and with 59 days to go, my word, we're getting close now, aren't we?
Yes. So let's talk to the Conservative MP for East Devon, Sir Hugo Swire. Hugo, what's your reaction to last night?
Well, it must be very surreal watching it from outside. It was pretty surreal taking part in it, but there were about 5 or 6 votes last night, and we seem to have centred around one of them, which is the so-called Brady amendment, which I was a sponsor of, which tries to deal yet again with this issue of the backstop.
Earlier, we heard from the Totnes MP, Dr. Sarah Wollaston, and she showed her concerns that we're heading towards a cliff edge, as she put it. Are you concerned by that? She said toes are over the edge of the cliff.
Well, I think we take a different view, Sarah and I, on the whole process, really. I mean, my constituents voted by a small margin to leave the EU. I believe we should respect that. And we're leaving, as you say, in 59 days' time on the 29th of March. What this does last night is it puts the ball back with the negotiators in Brussels and shows them what they always say, well, we don't know what you want. We don't know what the Brits are asking for. We don't know what Parliament is demanding. Well, now they do, because by a majority of 16, Parliament have said they want them to relook at this issue of the backstop, and it's up to them now to react to that if they want to have a deal.
Well, Mrs May's got an extremely difficult job ahead of her, hasn't she? Is there any way that she can renegotiate with the EU? They've said they're not budging.
Well, they've said a lot of things, and that's how they negotiate. My suspicion is that she won't go back to the Commission. She'll go to the member states and try and persuade them that this is the area within which there is scope for agreement. But even Michel Barnier said last week that he could look at existing paperless techniques and technological solutions to preserve an open border in the event of a no-deal Brexit. So you've got different people saying different things, but I think for the first time they recognise, like we do, that the clock really is ticking now. It's 59 days to go. If they want to have a good deal with us, this is the area of contention. This is where we need to see some movement. You're absolutely right. It comes back to the whole issue where they've been resolute in saying, as far as they're concerned, we've already got an agreement with the withdrawal agreement. They don't want to reopen it. So it may well be that the Prime Minister has to get something else which rides alongside the withdrawal agreement, sufficient to persuade Parliament that it will deal with the backstop.
Do you agree with the comment I made to Sarah Wollaston earlier, Sir Hugo? I said, well, it's like a game of poker. Who is going to blink first? And you said that we mentioned the possibility of the Prime Minister talking to every member state. Does she have time to talk to every member state?
No, but I think she has time to talk to the key ones. And I think there is a division within the EU. Don't forget, we are still an incredibly important trading partner to the EU. And many motor manufacturers and so forth want to continue to have a good open trade with us. It's incredibly important we have a good trade agreement with the EU. But likewise, look, a lot of my constituents, and I hear a lot from them, and I'm grateful to their very often conflicting views on what we should do. But I think a lot of people want us to get on with this now and get on with issues that affect them on a day-to-day basis: mental health, housing, social care, all these other priorities we have. And we can't do that till we've got an agreement. So I'm still hopeful I still know we're leaving on the 29th of March, and I'm still hopeful we can do that with an agreement.
Well, you say that, and you said 59 days and counting, and we've got this date that we are leaving. There's a lot of speculation that we might not be able to now. What are your thoughts on what's going to happen next?
Well, I think I know what's going to happen next, and that's the Prime Minister's got till, I think, the 13th of February now, when she's going to come back to Parliament, and there'll be a whole series of further amendable motions. So you may see a repeat of what you saw last night, and then I think a final vote on the 14th. But we'll be in a much clearer picture to know at that point whether she's managed to get any movement from the negotiators in Brussels.
Good to hear from you, Sir Hugo. Another busy day for all MPs. Looking forward to PMQs today?
Well, it'll be interesting, and I think she'll be in a better mood than she was over the last few weeks, because, of course, she's got Parliament behind her on this. But I'm not sure we got the snow that you've got down there, but I'm hoping to come down there first thing to get away from this madhouse up here tomorrow. But whether I'll get down, I don't know.
Well, your constituency is all white this morning, Sir Hugo. What are you doing about this?
I'm looking for my skis in the attic of these streets.
Take care. Thanks for your time this morning.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
The Conservative MP for East Devon, Sir Hugo Swire.